Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just about ready to get this started today. What's with all the revenges in the chats? Are we out for revenge today? I could go for some revenge right about now. Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new stream in my series of Come Hang Out live streams. This is episode number 121, the Stream of the Wolf. Now, despite the title, I'm actually not a wolf. You got clickbaited. How's that for a lovely Thursday afternoon? How's that for an intro? Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Today is Thursday the 21st, almost Friday, almost towards the end of the week. We are almost there. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. So, the plan for today's stream, if you guys were here yesterday, we were doing a tournament bracket thing with a whole bunch of Ninjago bad guys, whole bunch of villains, and we did not finish that bracket because it was super long, so that's what we're going to be doing in today's stream. We're going to be finishing up that bracket, hopefully, and determining who is the fan favorite villain, according to my own audience, according to you guys, of course, so... You know, that's the plan for today. But before we jump into that, why don't we just hang out for a quick few minutes? How are you guys doing? The whip is a day away. That is true. It's almost there. The whip is almost here. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? How have you guys been? I've been okay. Me personally, woke up at a pretty decent time today. Got a lot of work done so far, so I'm having a pretty good day, all things considered. But how are you guys doing? Season 7 photos? Sure. Yeah, it is Tommy Andreasen's birthday today, isn't it? I thought I saw something like that. Happy birthday, Tommy Andreasen. You're probably not watching this, but if you see this, happy birthday from myself and my lovely community here. We all love Ninjago. We all love you. So happy birthday, Tommy Andreasen. Let's hope Randy doesn't come back. Yep, fingers crossed that Randy doesn't show up again. Super tired. Health is bad. Hopefully you feel better. I'm sorry that your health isn't the best right now. Hopefully you're able to get some rest soon. It's your birthday tomorrow. Hey, happy early birthday to you, good sir, or ma'am, depending on what you are. I can't see your guys' faces. I just see names and words and stuff. So, let's see. Thoughts on season 7? Hands of Time. It's all right. Kind of maybe one of the weaker seasons of Ninjago, but hey, it's okay. It has some good stuff going on. Did I get my custom printed poster yet? I did not, actually. That hasn't even shipped just yet. Those things kind of take a while to get produced. For those that don't know, I posted this on my Instagram. There's a website that you can go to called collage.com. You can order custom posters. Not sponsored. I wish I was, but I'm not. But I was able to print up a Ninjago Season 16 poster with the new print that just came out, the new poster, and I was able to get that rolling. That's going to be here next week. So I plan on getting that next week in the mail, framing it, putting it up on my wall, and it's going to look super pretty, and I'm really excited for that. That new poster is amazing. What's my favorite poster? For Ninjago? I don't know, man. This new one's pretty good. The new one might just be my all-time favorite. I also enjoy Seabound's poster, too. Seabound had a really good poster. The Wild Brain seasons, their posters have all been super awesome. They've all been really good. Mr. E is back. Yes, he was on the season 16, or whatever you want to call the next season. He was on that poster. You can see him on the bottom left of the big crystal. That is very much Mr. E. On the poster, there was Mr. E, Skull Sorcerer, Asphyra, Pythor, and the Mechanic, I think, were all the bad guys on the poster. So, yeah, just a teaser poster. Yeah, I know, it's really good for a teaser poster, though. That's what you want teaser posters to be. You want the teaser poster to subtly hint at what's to come, but not show literally everything. And I really enjoy that, so... I like this new poster. It's pretty enjoyable. And also with the new update, the updated poster that Tommy Andreasen put up on his Twitter, you can see that each of the bad guys has the Overlord symbol on their armor. So there you go. They're connected to the Overlord confirmed. So... made all the generals shown in the crystallized/purple. Can DM them on Twitter if you want to see. Sure, feel free to send them my way. Let's see what you did. Let's see what you made. I'm excited to see that. Where's Harumi? Good question. Harumi was not on the poster. Harumi's probably going to be in the new season, considering how she was in the set leaks. But we haven't seen her on the poster just yet. Maybe they're saving her for a surprise. Same deal with the Overlord. They kind of allude to the Overlord being in the season because, like I said, each of the bad guys has, you know, the Overlord symbol. So, you know, the Overlord's probably going to be there. I bet Harumi will be there as well. Oh, excuse me as I take a sip of my water here. We do have a brand new water bottle. Nice and cold. Just took it out of the freezer there. Put your water in the freezer. It's real nice. Let's see. Could you put a link in the chat to where for where to buy the poster? I can give you guys a link to collage.com. They don't sell the poster itself. You got to make it. So you download the image, you put it on a poster. It's like a custom made thing. You got to like custom make your stuff. But I can totally put it in the chat if you guys are interested. I just got to sign out of my account really quick because I don't want you guys using my account. No offense, but it's my account. Get your own. All right, I will put the link in the chat for you guys for the website so you can make the poster for yourself if you'd like. You can make all kinds of stuff on collage.com. I've made pillows before. I primarily just use it for posters, but you can make pillows, blankets, puzzles if you want. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can make on that website. I'd recommend it. So, yeah, you can make all kinds of stuff. If you want the Season 16 poster as a blanket, you can totally do that. Of course, prices will vary depending on what you're trying to make, but hey, there you go. Did Pythor finally shed his white skin for pink skin? I don't know what color Pythor is going to be. It's going to be interesting. Place your bets in the chat right now. What color will Pythor be in the next season? Is it going to be purple? Is it going to be white? Or is it going to be pink? I think pink Pythor could be pretty interesting. The pink Pythor. Pink Pythor. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers with pink Pythor. There you go. Reddish green. That could be kind of cool. Like a green Pythor. Sure. I think purple Pythor would be nice, especially if this is going to be like the final season, quote-unquote final season, with this current group of characters. I think they're going to go back to purple Pythor. I think that would be a nice way to bring his character full circle, finally shedding his bleached white skin. Don't tempt me to have a full Season 16 bed set. I mean, you could do it using collage.com. You can pretty much do anything on there. You can make blankets and pillowcases and whatnot. You could totally do that if you would like to. Sent them on Twitter. Nice. I will look at those after the stream wraps up. I will check those out after stream. Don't you worry. With that being said, you guys, why don't we turn things over to the bracket? I think we're just about ready to get that rolling. Like I said, yesterday we were doing a tournament bracket for those that were here, featuring most Ninjago villains. Not all of the Ninjago villains, but a good amount of them. And we need to finish that. We need to determine which villain is the best villain according to you guys. So, where is my screen capture? There we go. Just a quick recap. This is what we had yesterday. This is what we ended off with. We finished all of the early rounds, and now we're doing the next round. So, in this new lineup, we have, is this Crux or Chronos? I can never remember. We got both Time Twins here, Chronos and Crux. We got Chen, we got Pythor, we got Overlord, Unagami, Harumi, Garmadon, Ice Emperor, Kilo, Natacon, Moro, Kalmar, the Skull Sorcerer, the Mechanic, and Asphyra. These are all of our finalists for this upcoming round that we're going to be doing today. So, is this Crux? Crux is the older one, right? Crux is older, or Chronos is younger, right? Yes. Yes, pretty sure that's how that works. We have a 199 from Jose kicking things off today. Thank you very much, Jose, for the 199. This is part 2 of the 5th World Tournament. I wonder who's going to win this one. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes down. So, thank you, Jose, for the 199, though. I appreciate it. So, why don't we go ahead and get things started today? The very first round that we're going to be taking a look at today is this battle over here with Crux versus the Overlord. That is going to be the first battle. After our Cursed Woo super chat from Jose, thank you very much for the 199. Yes, Crux versus the Overlord. Let's get started with that. I will start a poll in the chat that you guys can vote for in terms of which villain is better, of course. Who is better? And then we have our boy Crux and our boy the Overlord. Feel free to take a vote. And like I said in yesterday's stream, if any of these polls are super one-sided, like right off the gate, I'm probably just going to end it off early, but I want to give each of these polls a few minutes to settle, you know. But if there's like a huge lead like that where the Overlord has 85% of the votes, then we're just going to end it off super quickly. So, but yeah. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be finishing up this bracket. Hopefully you guys are excited. I wonder which villain is going to win at the very end of the day. Wonder who's going to be the most popular. Yeah, I would totally vote for the Overlord as well. I think we can pretty much end it off right there. Crux is probably not going to get a chance to come back from that. So yeah, the Overlord has won that round. Not surprising there. So going back to our bracket really quick, we're going to bump up the Overlord. Crux has been eliminated. The Overlord has joined, what is this, the top 8? Yes, we're fighting for top 8 position right now. This battle over here, though, this next one is going to be pretty interesting to me, at least. We have Chen versus Pythor. Real Anachondri versus fake Anachondri. Wonder who is going to win. Season 6 pictures. Sure, Skybound sounds good to me. And let me get this next poll ready to go for you guys. Who's better? They're great. Are we going to do a Kahoot? Kahoot is tomorrow. Ninjago trivia is always on Friday for me. We have Chen versus Pythor. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Chen or Pythor, feel free to take a vote. I am curious to see how this one will go. I personally think that Chen's the better bad guy, but I know that Chen is kind of a mixed bag to a large majority of the Ninjago community, so I wonder who's going to stand victorious here. I know personally I'd vote for Chen, but, you know, obviously Pythor's awesome too, so whatever works, of course. Which battle that's not listed in the tournament would I like to see which battle that's not listed would I like to see and why? In our bracket right here, or in the tournament of elements itself? In terms of like a bracket, I think it's going to be interesting to see like some of the more popular villains face off. Like for example, we have Harumi versus, I don't know, Harumi versus someone, maybe Natacon perhaps. I think that battle could be pretty enjoyable because Harumi and Natacon are both pretty popular characters. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that round if that does indeed happen. Seems like Pythor has a large amount of the votes right now. Pythor is actually beating Chen pretty good here. 67-33 split, not too shabby. If you guys haven't voted, feel free to do so. When will the new season come out? That's a good question. Hopefully sometime in the summer, right? That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Maybe a June or July release. That would be super nice. There's a big rumor that next month the episodes are going to start coming out. I don't know about that. Fingers crossed we get to wait a little bit longer. I don't know. I kind of just want the season to, I guess, get naturally released. I don't want to force it out as quickly as possible, you know? Like 1 episode a week, I think would be ideal. That would be amazing. That's just my dream right there. So it seems like Pythor has won the poll. Congratulations, Pythor fans. You have bested Chen. I personally would have voted for Chen, but hey, to each their own, right? Pythor has won. So going back to our bracket, where are you, bracket? Let's bump up our good friend Pythor. He has joined the Overlord in the top 8. There you go. Pythor has beat Chen. Real Anachondri stands victorious. Next up, what's the next round? We have Unagami versus Harumi. All right, Unagami versus Harumi. Intriguing. All right. The misunderstood robot versus the misunderstood... what is Harumi? The Jade Princess, I guess you could say. Who is better? Well, currently she's like being crushed by a building, but yeah, no. We got Unagami and Harumi. That is going to be the next battle that we witnessed. Feel free to take a vote. Who is better? I know Harumi has a lot of fans, but Harumi also has a lot of haters, so I'm kind of curious to see how this goes down. Who's better, Unagami or Harumi? Feel free to take a vote. Origami. Origami versus Harumi versus Unagami versus Spaghetti versus Linguini. That could be a fun battle to see, right? Grandpa Unagami is way better. I don't know. I kind of think Harumi is the better villain, at least according to me. My own opinion, of course. If we get the Season 16 set images, will Kahoot be canceled tomorrow? Depends on what time I see them. If they come out like immediately before the stream, we might need to push the Kahoot back to Monday, but I don't think we're going to get set images tomorrow, don't you worry. I think set images are probably going to come at some point around May 1st. Considering that's when we got the summer set images last year. We got those May 1st for Ninjago. So, I don't know. They could come out tomorrow. They could not come out tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just thinking May 1st, personally. Unagami is literally a god. Let's see. Hate the don't ask questions, just consume product and be excited for next product meme. Yeah, that gets overused a lot. There's a lot of memes on Twitter that I see that just get overused to try to prove points. It's like, cool, you just dropped a picture. What does that have to do with anything? So yeah, it seems like Harumi... Oh, Unagami's creeping up there, but I'm not sure if Unagami's going to get enough votes to best Harumi. It seems like Harumi has been, Harumi has received the most amount of votes here. So why don't we go ahead and end that off? It seems like Harumi has won. Unagami is pretty close, though. But I don't think Unagami is going to get past Harumi, especially with the time that we have now. The poll's already been up for about a minute. So let's end off that poll with Harumi taking the victory. So going back to our lovely, lovely screen capture here, Harumi gets bumped up to the next round. She is joining the top 8. There you go. And for those of you guys that don't like Harumi, don't you worry. She'll probably be defeated by a couple of other bad guys here coming up. So we have ourselves a battle now over on this side of the bracket between Chronos and Garmadon. That's going to be the next round there. Chronos versus Garmadon. I don't know why I can never keep the Time Twins' names straight, you know. I always forget who's who. Don't know why. Some days it's easier than others. But I believe this is a Chronos. So we have a Chronos versus Garmadon. Haven't these guys battled before, like all the way back in the past? Wu and Garmadon took on the Time Twins back when they first betrayed the Alliance. Feel free to take a vote. Who's better, a Chronos or Garmadon? Yeah, to me, this is pretty much an easy decision. I know who I'd be voting for sure. The Chronos is the cute one. Noted. But Crux is kind of cute too, right? That gray hair. Can't really fault him too much on that. I mean, he's aging. That's what happens when you age, right? You get gray hair. Could be worse, though. Could go bald. Am I going to get all the sets? I am planning on getting all of the Season 16 sets. Yes, I do plan on spending the fortune to buy that entire wave. I kind of want to, especially if it's going to be like the final season with these characters. Again, we're not sure if that's confirmed or not, but it does seem like some type of finale. I do want to get the entire wave. So, Season 13, please. No problem. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I think this new wave will be worth getting, all things considered. It's crazy. 15% misclicked. I know, right? But no, Garmadon has clearly won. Chronos doesn't really have a lead over Garmadon. In fact, it's very much the other way around. Garmadon has bested Chronos in that battle. So going back to our brackets, let's bump up our good pal Garmadon, where, look at this, he'll face off against Pythor in the next round. How about that? Also, we have 4 more spots here for the top 8, and this next battle will be between Natacon and Kilo. That is the next battle here. Natacon versus Kilo. Garmadon, Natacon. Kanjakon, Natacon. Who is better? Who do we got here? We got Kilo versus Natacon. Yes, that's how you spell Natacon. Perhaps, yes, I'm just going to assume. There you go. Take a vote. Who's better, people? We have a $5 donation also from Jen. Thank you very much, Jen, for the $5 donation. Took Friday off. Now I can stay home and play Batman Arkham Knight. Not a bad idea. Hopefully that's enjoyable for you. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a day off here anytime soon. It seems like I'm going to be working through the weekend, unfortunately. But thank you very much, Jen, for the $5. Hopefully you enjoy your time off. Hopefully you enjoy the Batman Arkham Knight. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Cursed Woo. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, Kilo is gone for sure. Natacon pretty much swept Kilo. We're going to end that off there. That was a pretty big defeat at the hands of our good friend Natacon and Kilo. All right, so Natacon clearly won that bracket. We already know who won. That's true. That's true. Congratulations, Natacon, getting bumped up to the top 8. Over on this side of the bracket now, we have the Ice Emperor versus Moro. So Zane as a bad guy versus Moro as a bad guy. 2 bad guys that have also been good at one point, right? Interesting. Let's see how this battle goes down. Next up, we have the Ice Emperor versus Moro. Who is better? We have the Ice Emperor versus our good pal Moro, everybody's favorite ghostly edgelord. All right, feel free to take a vote. Who's better? Can't decide? Flip a coin. Flip a coin if you can't decide. Or just don't vote. Just kind of see who wins. Sit back and just watch this round play out. I'd personally just flip a coin. I mean, both of these guys are pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know who I'd vote for either. I'm thinking maybe Moro, but I don't know. It's up to you guys, of course. Will I see the Minecraft movie once it releases? I kind of want to, especially if the Jason Momoa casting rumors are true. I think a Minecraft film starring Jason Momoa, that's going to be a pretty enjoyable movie to watch, for sure. So I'll probably go check it out. once it releases in like 3 years' time. Let's see. Tommy just trolled us for his birthday. Wildbrain sent him the soundtrack for the new season, but blurred out the season number. Well, yeah, I mean, because no one wants to fight over that again, right? Yo, what season is this? And then Wildbrain is like, hey, it's season 4. Everyone's like, what? Excuse me? Did I hear that Spider-Verse 2 got delayed? Yeah, it got delayed to what, 2023? And then part 2 got delayed to 2024? Oh well. I mean, if it gets delayed, that gives them more time to make the movie better, or make the movie even more spectacular. So, it seems like Moro has won this poll. Moro has a pretty strong lead over the Ice Emperor. So Moro has won that poll. Going back to our lovely bracket, let's get Moro bumped up to the top 8, joining the rest of these people. Next up, we have a battle between the Mechanic and Asphyra, 2 characters that are confirmed to be coming back in the next season thanks to that new poster. The Mechanic versus Asphyra. Intriguing. Let's get that battle rolling. Who is better? It's going to be a Spider-Verse 2? Yes, Across the Spider-Verse is what it's called. It's going to be releasing, I forget what month they said, but at some point in 2023 it's going to come out. It's going to be like a part 1, part 2 thing. Part 2 is going to come out in 2024. And I really enjoyed the first Spider-Verse, so I'm looking forward to the sequel for sure. Season 2 pictures. Sounds good. And I just put up the poll for you guys as well, between the Mechanic and Asphyra, so feel free to take a vote in that poll regarding which character is the superior character. Both used to have fire to their advantage. That is true. I kind of miss the Mechanic's fire cannon. That was honestly one of my favorite moments with the Mechanic. The intro to season 8, where it shows Kai and Zane fighting the Mechanic. That was a pretty fun moment. We need more stuff like that. Just more scenes of the ninja battling like C or D level Ninjago bad guys. That could be pretty fun. We kind of saw that in Seabound with Misdemeanor. Couldn't remember her name there for a second. I was like, who's the fire lady? Misdemeanor. There's a lot of fire villains, isn't there? Especially fire ladies. You got Asphyra and Misdemeanor. Intriguing. June 2nd. All right, sounds good. Asphyra is so bad, her only trait is revenge. I'm hoping once they both return, the Mechanic and Asphyra, hopefully their characters can get developed just a tiny bit more, especially Asphyra, who totally needs it. I've always said you could bring Asphyra back as long as you improve her character, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that actually happens. It seems to be a pretty close battle, for sure, the Mechanic and Asphyra. Asphyra is winning by a few percentage points there. There you go. If you guys haven't voted yet, feel free to do so. With a poll such as this, we're probably going to let it run to 2 minutes as opposed to just the 1, because it is kind of close and the Mechanic could easily bounce back. So if you haven't voted, feel free to vote. Well, I would appreciate it. Once it hits 2 minutes, we will end it off. So what do I think of the Ninjago movie? I like the Ninjago movie quite a bit. I think it's an underrated gem. A lot of Ninjago fans kind of dismiss it because it's not connected to the show. I think it's totally worth the watch. It's actually one of my comfort films, I guess you could say. I put on the Ninjago movie if I ever find myself in a pretty down mood. It's an enjoyable movie to watch for me. So, you know, I appreciate the Ninjago movie. Seems like Asphyra has won. That'll be the end of the poll. 2 minutes has been reached, and Asphyra is actually the winner. The Mechanic came pretty close, though. So there you go. Asphyra versus Mechanic. Asphyra has won. So she gets bumped up to the top 8. The top 8 Asphyra made it to. That's pretty enjoyable. Pretty amazing to me. Over on this side, though, now here's an interesting battle. Kalmar versus the Skull Sorcerer. Kalmar versus King Vangelis himself. I wonder who's going to win this. Both of these guys are pretty popular bad guys from what I've seen in their respective seasons. Their villainous performances were total standouts for sure. But let's go ahead and get this poll rolling. I wonder who you guys are going to vote for. Who is better? Who's going to win this? Let's see. We got ourselves Kalmar and the Skull Sorcerer. There we go. Feel free to take a vote. I like both of these guys. Both of them were pretty cool in their respective seasons. In my humble opinion, I liked both of these guys quite a bit. They're both kings? Yeah, I suppose at one point they both were. Kalmar right now is currently, I guess, working as, food for Wajira. Or actually, wait, no, because Wajira blew up, right? So what would that make Kalmar? Just specks across Ninjago City? It's kind of dark, but hey, that's what happened, right? Skull Sorcerer, we'll see him back next season for sure. What's my favorite season? Season 4. Tournament is by far my favorite Ninjago season. Will I watch Doctor Strange 2? I will. I already have my tickets all ready to go for opening night. I believe my screening's at 3 p.m., so kind of early in the afternoon, to be honest with you. Usually those Thursday night premieres don't happen until Thursday night, but no, Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. is my Doctor Strange screening. Looking forward to that, of course. Kalmar's Kalmar. He truly lived up to his name, didn't he? Skull Sorcerer has a sick design. Oh, for sure. I'm excited to see what happens next season when he goes purple. I think that design and purple will complement each other very well. I'm not sure if the green really suits him. I'm more excited to see purple. So, you know. It is what it is. And so far, the Skull Sorcerer is winning. How about that? I'd probably vote for the Skull Sorcerer, to be honest with you. I'd probably vote for him. I kind of like him a little bit more than Kalmar, but both of these guys are pretty cool. The poll is kind of close, but I'm not sure if Kalmar could catch up, especially because we have over 100 votes in this poll. So why don't we end it off right there? The Skull Sorcerer, I'm going to call it right there, the Skull Sorcerer was victorious. So going back to our bracket, let's bump up the Skull Sorcerer to the next round. And here we have our top 8. Our top 8 finalists right here. We got the Overlord, we got Pythor, we got Harumi, Garmadon, Natacon, Moro, Esphero, Esphera, and the Skull Sorcerer. There you go. Pretty enjoyable top 8. All good choices. Not too bad. So let's narrow this down to the top 4. Let's do that. So this next round, we're gonna do Overlord versus Harumi. That'll be the next round here. Obviously, the rounds will go as follows. Overlord versus Harumi, Pythor versus Garmadon, Natacon versus Asphyra, and Moro versus the Skull Sorcerer. So, this first round, like I said, Overlord versus Harumi. Let's get that rolling. Let's see. Where are my polls? I don't know where my polls are. Who is better? We have the Overlord or Harumi, right? That's the battle here. Overlord versus Harumi. Right? Yes. Oh, we don't want that other option. How do I delete an option? There we go. I added a third option for some reason. All right, take a vote. Overlord versus Harumi. Who's better? Cast your judgment. Season 15? Sure. Seabound? We could do that. I assume he means Seabound by Season 15, right? Kind of hard to tell sometimes what people mean, but we can do Seabound for a while. It's probably been a minute since we've seen Seabound images, haven't it? Hasn't it? Seems like it's been a while. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know what to choose. Flip a coin. Like, whose heads? Whose tails? Flip a coin. What do I like more, Hands of Time or Prime Empire? I'd say Prime Empire. I'd say that's the better season in my humble opinion, personally. Hands of Time, like I said, it's kind of one of the weaker seasons for me. Prime Empire is definitely better in my opinion. So, Seabound is Season 15. Fight me. Is Asphyra the last remaining Pyro Viper? Could be, right? Not sure about that. Surely there's got to be some other Pyro Vipers lying around, right? Apparently these Pyro Vipers are just ancient Hypnobrai, so I guess you could argue that maybe the Hypnobrai are Pyro Vipers, vice versa. I don't know. It's one of those weird things in Ninjago. Not really sure what it is. Seems like the Overlord has won by far. Overlord has a large majority of the votes there. Very interesting. So Overlord has won. Going back to our bracket then, let's bump up the Overlord. He has entered the top 4. Look at that. Top 4. Overlord is there. Next up, we have Pythor versus Garmadon. Ooh, okay. This battle. Pythor versus Garmadon. This is a battle that I was kind of hoping would happen. Thankfully, it did. I kind of want to see how this one goes down. Who is... Whoops, I spelt who very wrong. Don't ask me how. Who is better? We have ourselves Pythor and Garmadon. All right. Both early Ninjago villains. They kind of didn't really work together very much, did they? They kind of were enemies for a large majority of Ninjago. Pythor pretty much commanded the Serpentine, and after Pythor got eaten, Garmadon kind of took over. But take a vote. Who do you think is better, Pythor or Garmadon? Take a vote, my lovely viewers. Is that even a question? I mean, to me, it's not. I know who I would vote for sure. Let's see. Why must we choose? It seems like right off the bat, Garmadon has a large majority of the votes. Not surprising there. I think if people had to make a decision, yeah, between Pythor and Garmadon, I feel like, yeah, most people would choose Garmadon anyway, so that makes sense to me. Pythor's awesome, but Garmadon, in my opinion, is even more awesome. So, Emperor Garmadon, bow down. Yes, Garmadaddy for sure. Let's see. For some reason, to me, the ninja just look wrong without shoulder armor. Yeah, I feel like the ninja suits need some type of armor. Not every ninja costume has armor, though. But when they do have armor, I think that just adds more to the suit, for sure. There has not been an armor piece for the ninja costumes that I don't like. I think they all do a great job at expanding and enhancing the suits, dare I say. With Garmadon obtaining the majority of the votes, I think we could pretty much end things off right there. Seems like Garmadon has easily swept that poll. So, sorry, Pythor fans. It seems like Garmadon has bested you this time. So Garmadon gets bumped up to the top 4, and he joins the Overlord in the top 4. Speaking of more top 4, let's see who's going to win these next couple of battles here, because we have 2 more places in the top 4 before we actually reach the final couple of rounds here. So firstly, we have Natacon versus Esphero. All right. Pretty interesting battle. Not sure how that would go down if they were to fight in the actual show. Part of me thinks that Natacon would win for sure. But let's see who's going to win this poll. Who is better? We have Natacon. Natacon. That's how you spell Natacon, from what I remember from learning a while ago. And Asphyra. Okie dokie. Take a vote. Asphyra's trash. I mean, compared to Natacon, yeah, I agree. Asphyra is not the best ever, in my opinion. I think Natacon is by far the better character. I'd personally vote for Natacon. And so would a lot of you guys. Look at that. Look at that jump. 90%. 90-10 right off the bat. Do we even need to keep the poll up any longer? Will Asphyra fans band together, all 6 of you guys, and face off against the Natacon fan base? I don't know. I think we could just end off the poll right there. How about that, you guys? I think we have our answer. Season 4 pictures. Sure. We could do Season 4. That sounds good. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we need to keep this up for much longer, especially because Natacon just went up by a point. So, yeah, Natacon won. Wow. Amazing. Asphyra has fans. Yeah, all 6 of them, like I said. Congratulations, Natacon. You get bumped up to our top 4, joining Overlord and Garmadon. And now we have a battle between the Green Boys, Moro versus the Skull Sorcerer. All right, Asphyra. Esphero is a flaming hot Cheeto. That's about right. That's about right. All right, Green Boy battle. Moro versus Skull Sorcerer. Let's get that rolling. Let's see. Who is the superior baddie? Let's see. Who is better, my lovely viewers? Moro versus Skull Sorcerer, man. Skull Sorcerer and Moro. All right. Take a vote. Cast your judgments accordingly. There you go. Who's better? Battle of the Green Boys. You hate the Skull Sorcerer? Yeah, I can see why. I personally don't mind him. I kind of like both of these guys. I think that Moro had the better backstory, though. The better build-up, the better payoff. Who knows, though? The Skull Sorcerer, his story is not over just yet. As we know, he's going to be in the new Ninjago season, so fingers crossed he gets a little bit more done with his character. That could be really fun, really enjoyable to see. Moro, I'm pretty sure, is just done with Ninjago. They're probably not going to touch Moro anymore. So, do I think that Borg will have a role to play in Season 16? Perhaps. I wouldn't mind if Cyrus Borg had something to do. Anytime you can include Cyrus Borg, I think that's a big win for me. He's a really cool character, kind of underappreciated, so I wouldn't mind that. Not sure what he'd do, though. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. So, will Moro come back? Like I said, probably not. I think Moro's pretty much done with Ninjago, and vice versa. So, and with that being said, it seems like Moro has won. So let's go ahead and end off that poll. Moro easily bested the Skull Sorcerer. There you go. Pretty enjoyable battle, I will say. Pretty exciting battle between the Green Boys. Going back to our screen capture, let's bump up our good friend Moro. And here we have our top 4 in this bracket right here. Our top 4. We have ourselves the Overlord, Garmadon, Natacon, and Moro. All right, so those are our top 4, people. This is going to be enjoyable. We also have ourselves really quick. Oh. I was going to say, we have a super chat from Alden. Thank you very much, Alden, for the 199 Cursed Woo. Mr. E is Harumi's BFF. I mean, for sure, right? I do believe, though, that Harumi's new best friend is probably the building that crushed her. No, I'm just kidding. She'll come back for sure. Thank you, Alden, for the 199. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see Mr. E come back, too. Going to be pretty fun to see what he does in the new season. So let's get into this here. The first battle, we have ourselves the Overlord versus Natacon. Once again, whoever wins these couple of battles will face off in the finals. Overlord versus Natacon. Let's get that rolling. That'll be the next round here. Semifinals, whoever wins this will move on to the finals. Who is better? Let's see. Overlord or Natacon? I think both of these guys are pretty good, to be honest with you. I think both of them are pretty good characters. But I'm curious to see who you guys vote for. Overlord versus Natacon. Who is better? But congrats to all of our lovely competitors for making it to the top 4. We have a $2 donation from Lizzie. Hey, what did I miss? I had to go to the toilet. Thank you, Lizzie, for the $2. A little bit more information than I needed, but hey, thank you for the $2 super chat. What'd you miss? We're moving on to the semifinals battles here. Right now, we have a battle between the Overlord and Natacon. Thank you very much, Lizzie, for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, so who's better, Overlord, Natacon? Seems like Overlord has got the majority of the votes so far. And thank you, Golden Tronic, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Morbius solos every Ninjago villain. He's a Marvel legend. Oh my gosh, yeah. A new Marvel legend makes his way to theaters. Well, who is it? Do enlighten us. Morbius. Oh yes, everybody's favorite Marvel character. Morbius. Why not Stream of the Waffle? That would have been a much better name for this stream. I didn't think of that. Stream of the Waffle. Where is Waffle? Oh, she's sleeping on my bed. So cute. I love my pet cat, Waffle. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and end off this poll? Seems like the Overlord has bested Natacon. Not really a close battle either. So, congratulations, Overlord, making it to the next round. Let's go ahead and bump up the Overlord. He has entered the finals. And now, who will be joining the Overlord in the finals? Well, let's find out. We have a battle between Garmadon and Moro. Yeah, Waffle is my pet cat. Yes, her name is Waffle, and yes, she is adorable. For those of you guys wondering what my cats look like, there's my 2 cats, Waffle on the left, Momo on the right. So, let's get this next battle rolling. Garmadon versus Moro. Whoever wins this will move on to the final battle here, and thank you, the Haynes, for subscribing. Who is better? We have Garmadon or Moro. Take a vote. Feel free to cast a vote, people. Do my cats fight? Not really. If they ever do get into a little bit of a scrap or whatever, Momo usually wins because she's the alpha, so Momo will just kind of like bop Waffle on the head and Waffle will run away. Momo doesn't have her claws. She's unfortunately declawed. The people that had us before, or had her before us, declawed her, which is unfortunate. But yeah, she just kind of like smacks Waffle in the face, and Waffle just runs away, defeated. It's pretty funny watching them fight, dare I say. So yeah, Garmadon versus Moro. Take a vote. Where's Syrup? I don't have a cat named Syrup, but that is a pretty good idea. So, you know. Let's see. What are we doing? Rebooted pictures. Sure, season 3 sounds good. Seems like Garmadon has the majority of the votes so far. So, you know, brat versus abusive father. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, sad that they declawed her. Yeah, I know. I don't think you should declaw cats. Kind of like a thing that I have. She still has her back claws, though, so that's good. It's only the front claws that have been declawed. But yeah, I personally just wouldn't have declawed her. Kind of unfortunate. Truth be told, Momo didn't really come from a great household initially, but she's safe now. She's in a happy, warm home, so I guess that's good, right? So why don't we go ahead and end off the poll? Seems like Garmadon has won. So why don't we go ahead and go back to our bracket, take our lovely friend Garmadon and bump him up to the finals. In this final round, let's do matchup mode. How about that? Oh, that's not what we want to do. We just need this right here. It didn't work. Overlord versus Garmadon. That's going to be the next matchup that we have here. That is the final round. Overlord versus Garmadon. Why did I expect that to go down that way? I kind of thought that that's how this would go. But hey, Overlord versus Garmadon. Sounds good to me. Let's vote. Let's vote for the next round. For the finals. This is it. It's all been leading to this. Who is better? Final round. Duel. Who's better? Overlord or Garmadon? Take a vote, people. Final round. Who's the better character? Will it be close? I don't know. Take a vote. Who's going to win? Let's see. I wonder how close this is actually going to be. Oh, not close at all. All right, cool. Yes, the Garm of the Dawns. And the Lord of the Overs. Dawn of the Garms? Garm of the Dawns. I see. Yeah, seems like Garmadon has a pretty big lead over the Overlord. Not gonna lie. Not surprising. Not surprising to say the least, but hey, I was kind of hoping for something a little closer, right? And I don't think the Overlord is going to be able to bounce back and defeat Garmadon in this very final round. So, yeah, only one can remain. Seems like only one did remain, and that was Garmadon. So why don't we go ahead and end that off. Garmadon has bested the Overlord. Wasn't really a close battle. Wasn't really a long battle. But still, we have our winner, which of course is Garmadon. So, according to you guys, Garmadon has been crowned the best Ninjago villain. Not gonna lie, kind of expected that, but I'm also super appreciative of that. I agree with you guys. I agree with that. Garmadon is a pretty good Ninjago villain for sure. Taking a look at some of these other bad guys, though, interesting people got defeated in the first round. Like see, Cryptor got defeated right away. Samukai got defeated right away. Who else? Who else got knocked out like immediately? Mindroid didn't really stand a chance against Natacon. This was a pretty enjoyable bracket, if I do say so myself. But yeah, Garmadon won. Garmadon is the winner. Garmadon has been crowned the best villain, and I agree with you guys 100%. For sure. Thank you very much, Jose, for the 199. Garmadon won 1 million zennies. Yes, indeed, he did. Thank you very much for the 199. Klaus getting defeated is sad. Yeah, who did Klaus lose to? Oh, Moro. Yeah, Klaus lost to Moro. The Omega got knocked out first round. Look at Kalmar. Kalmar only lasted 2 rounds. And Asphyra lasted 3. How does that work? You guys tell me. Asphyra actually made it pretty far. She made it all the way to, what, the top 8? That's enjoyable. That's interesting. Very intriguing, to say the least. Iron Baron got knocked out right away. Not super upset about that. But yeah, Garmadon has been crowned the winner. And with that being said, that'll wrap it up for the bracket. It was kind of a 2-day endeavor, but we did it. We got through it, and now it's over. Thank you very much for participating in this lovely bracket thing, this lovely tournament. Thanks a lot for voting, you guys. And in terms of today's stream, we have a few more minutes left. So if you guys want to sit and hang out for a little bit, you are welcome to. We have a few more minutes left in the stream before our stream time is over. So if you guys have anything you want to ask or anything you want to talk about, let me know. We can have a discussion for the last 10-ish minutes of the stream. Or if you guys want to head out, that's no big deal too. Hopefully you guys have a good day. But for those that want to stay, let's chit-chat. And then tomorrow, once again, we have Ninjago trivia. Big reminder. So, a new Ninjago legend has arrived. Garma Daddy. Coming soon to a theater near you. Oh boy, I'm excited. Do I watch Spy Family? No, but I've seen a lot of the controversies surrounding Spy Family. It's a pretty interesting looking anime. I kind of want to watch it when it's all said and done so I can binge it all at once. There's a couple other anime series that's going on right now that I kind of want to watch, but I also want to wait until they're done so I can binge it all at once. You know, I'm something of a Skull Sorcerer myself, says the Overlord to the Skull Sorcerer. He's like, wow, you're cool, you're special, right? Garmadon was literally the Skull Sorcerer during the pilots. He had a skeleton army. It was much better than Vangelis's skeleton army, that's for sure. So, do I like Hunted or Seabound? I'd say Seabound is better than Hunted. Hunted's got a lot of problems. I've already talked about that before, but Hunted, not my favorite season. Not my favorite season. Are you going to see The Bad Guys? Is that new DreamWorks movie? it doesn't really look like it's for me, per se. I know some of my friends are going to go see it, but I don't really want to be honest with you. It doesn't look great, in my opinion. I saw one of the trailers, and they played a super annoying song, and I was like, all right, well, that's pretty much it for me, Chief. I'm not seeing this movie. So, no, I probably won't go see The Bad Guys. Did I hear that Ezra Miller got arrested again? Yep, I did. Maybe Ezra Miller just needs to leave Hawaii. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Who won? Garmadon won. Garmadon won the entire thing. Not surprising, but it's all good. Do I think the Overlord's character is mostly nostalgia-based because I entered the fandom in 2018, don't like him at all? Yeah, like I said, the Overlord... we also have a super chat there. I'll check that out in a moment here. The Overlord, like I said, for me at least, is very much nostalgia-based in terms of how much I like him. Back when the Overlord was first a thing, that was during the final battle saga of Ninjago. I watched that when I was young, watched that when those episodes aired, and I was fascinated with the whole Green Ninja versus the Dark Lord prophecy. So the Overlord is kind of a standout bad guy for that reason to me. But I think if he does return in this next season, which it very much looks like he will, I'm hoping they give him more backstory. More history with the first Spinjitzu Master. That would be nice to see. You know, just stuff like that. And we also have ourselves a 179 donation from Harumi. Would you be okay with me being an ally? If so, why? Not really sure what you're asking there, Harumi. Are you saying ally or ally? Not really sure. Ooh, ally. I see. Like a ninja ally. I got you. Sorry, my brain did a loop-de-loop there. I see. I think Harumi would be awesome as an ally to the ninja, of course. I think Harumi would be an amazing ally character. I think she could go a similar route to Moro in Day of the Departed, where you kind of think that maybe she's a bad guy at first, but then she quickly turns around and she's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to help the ninja. I'm going to help you, Lloyd, because I wronged you so many years ago. I think that's going to be the route that Harumi takes in the next season. In my humble opinion. I think she's going to be one of those, she could be bad, but turns out she's good. Going to be one of those for me. But thank you, Harumi, for the 179. I appreciate it. Do I think the DCEU should get rebooted? Yeah, I think they should just kind of start over, to be honest. I mean, the Flash movie looks like it's going to be going nowhere. I'm not a super big fan of, like, Michael Keaton Batman is coming back and he's going to be the new Batman. I don't know. Maybe they should just start over. They kind of ruined it when they first tried to make the DCEU. It didn't really go well from the get-go, so maybe just get rid of it. Just start over, start fresh, and call it good from there. Maybe make the DCEU an animated thing. Why not, right? There's already a lot of really good animated DC movies from what I've heard. Have I watched Pacific Rim The Black? I have. Being a huge fan of the Pacific Rim movie, I was interested in the Black, and I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Not my favorite thing ever, but hey, it was alright. It was enjoyable. It was okay. Solid 6 out of 10. Have I seen My Hero Academia? I have, but I would recommend reading the manga. To me, the manga is better than the anime. And plus, you get more of the story sooner. The anime kind of takes a while to get going. I'd recommend reading the manga, rather, as opposed to watching the anime. But that's just me. Let's see. I think season 16 comes out on Monday. I guess we'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure. Season 16 was just confirmed to come out Monday by the channel that teased the intro. Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't seen anything about that. If you guys want to send something like that my way, I'll probably check it out, but I have not seen anything about that. I cannot confirm nor deny the season 16 premiere being on Monday. If it is on Monday, like I said, might be a little too early in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of these TV channels airing the episodes super early because then it just leaves the rest of the year dead. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't really know if I'm ready for it on Monday, to be honest with you. But no matter when season 16 comes out, no matter what happens, I will watch the episodes and review them for you guys accordingly. All I'm hoping for is some type of pacing between the episodes. I don't want them to come out all at once. I don't think that would be a good way of doing things. It's never been a good way of doing things. You know what I'd like to see? One episode every week. That would be amazing. If they could pull that off somehow, chef's kiss. That's how I would personally air Ninjago. Favorite My Hero movie? Mine's the first one. Yeah, the My Hero movies are pretty good. I kind of enjoy the second one. Heroes Rising. Is that what that's called? Yeah, Heroes Rising. I like that one. I like all the stuff at the end with Deku and Bakugo sharing the power, even though it makes no sense. It looks cool to see. It's really cool. It's a cool scene. Animated really well. I think Heroes Rising is the best, personally, but they're all pretty good. Why did you have to change your mic quality? I think it was it was so unique and you sounded so young it was nostalgic. Well, my original mic when I first started doing videos was very, very bad. Even now my mic isn't the best thing ever, but it's better than what it was all the way back in the day. So that's good. I just changed it because I was sick and tired of recording really terrible audio. And as I've said, even right now it's not the best, but at least it's better. At least it's better, right? What's the worst season in my opinion? Worst season? What is my least favorite season? Probably season 11 Fire Chapter, or Day of the Departed if you can count it. Hey, that's pretty good. Was the best intro. Yeah, that's when I used to take video requests and whatnot. I still do nowadays, but not as frequent. If there's something that I see a lot of people in the comments asking for, I'll probably do a video on that. But like, taking individual video requests, I don't really do a whole lot of that nowadays. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. Sons of Garmadon pictures. Sure, that sounds good. Sons of Garmadon. Where are you? Season 8. There you go. Let's see. How many years do you think it's been since Sons of Garmadon in the Ninjago universe? Okay, let's see. Sons of Garmadon hunted. I think the entirety of the Oni trilogy could probably have taken place in the span of about a year. So I'd say maybe a year for that. And then from season 11 onwards, I think that's kind of just been a year. So maybe it's been 2 years since Sons of Garmadon. Maybe. That's my best guess. Just depends on what you guys think, right? There's not like a confirmed timeline for this universe or anything. I'm thinking about at least 2 years, though. That's my opinion. Do I play Wordle? I do not play Wordle. I've seen people talk about Wordle. I don't know what Wordle is. I feel like I'm an old man. I'm like, oh, all these kids with their Wordles. I don't know what Wordle is. I've seen people talk about it, but I don't know what it is. Have not played it myself. So, do I like Possession or Master of the Mountain? I like both of those seasons, but I think Master of the Mountain is better. Master of the Mountain is my third favorite season right now. So, let's see. Garmadon, more like Garmadork. Oh, got him. Oh, got him. Got him. Parents are obsessed with it right now. Don't know what's up. Yeah, I've never really played Wordle. My friends don't play it. I've seen people on Twitter play it a lot, but I don't know how to play Wordle. I don't know what it is. It's a fun spelling game. You should try it. I should probably look into it just to see what all the fuss is about. It's like, all right, what is this Wordle? What is this Wordle you speak of? Where's my notebook? I'll write it down. Wordle. See if I can look into it at some point. If there's going to be a new whip, I hope it's good. I think there will be. We kind of heard it in the leaked intro. Kind of sounds like there is going to be a new whip. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm excited for it. Every new theme song, new whip, new remix is always enjoyable to listen to. With that being said, with only a couple of minutes left in the stream, why don't we turn things over to rapid fire questions? Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two. That'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream in my own humble opinion. So if you guys have any questions I can answer super quickly, that'll be a pretty good way to end things off here today. Let's see how many questions we can answer before we wrap up today's lovely live stream. Skybound or Rebooted? Maybe Skybound. I think Skybound is a more well-rounded story as opposed to Rebooted. Why does Zane have a dent in his head? Who knows why? Zane always has cracks and dents and whatnot. Part of me thinks it was when he got thrown off the cliff in Sons of Garmadon, but I'm pretty sure he had the dent before that. So, I don't know, maybe someone punched him in the face. Maybe he fell and hit his head on the corner of the desk or something. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. Favorite Cole ghost moment? I like the bit where he first possesses the snowball in that one episode of Possession, and he turns into like that giant snow monster. I like that scene because it kind of shows us that, hey, maybe Cole can turn this ghost thing around. He started off the episode being kind of, disappointed, kind of discouraged over his new ghostly body, but he made it his own. I think that's awesome. That might be one of my favorite scenes. What's the most mid anime you've ever seen? The most mid anime that I've ever seen. What's a really popular anime that I think is kind of mid? To be honest, My Hero Academia isn't the best anime. I would consider that mid, especially the new season. I don't know. The My Hero anime just doesn't do a good job at telling that story, in my opinion. That's why I'd recommend reading the manga. I think the My Hero anime is kind of mid. The first 2 seasons were amazing, but like season 3, season 4, season 5... not the best, personally. Not the best. Why does Kai have his bandage? Because he thinks it looks cool. That has been confirmed, right? Kai just wears it because he thinks it looks cool. Not an actual reason why, but he just wears it because it looks cool. I don't think it does look cool. I think it looks stupid. But hey, whatever. I'm not Kai. I'm not a character designer. What movie or TV show that isn't Ninjago do you rewatch the most? Well, lately, I have been rewatching The Batman on HBO Max quite a bit. Watch a little bit of it every night now, ever since it came out earlier this week. Probably going to be watching that for the next couple of weeks, kind of on loop. I like The Batman. The Batman's a really enjoyable movie. I've been rewatching that a lot. So, do I think Season 7 is overhated? Love to hear your opinion on that. I don't think Season 7 is overhated, per se. I think it definitely has some issues that people acknowledged before. But I think Hands of Time also gets a lot of love from the community. A lot of people enjoy the Time Twins, some of the time travel shenanigans. I enjoy the history of that season, how much lore they establish with the history of Ninjago, especially with the Elemental Masters and whatnot. So I don't think it's overhated. Maybe it's a little bit underrated in some areas. Overhated, no. I'd think if there's going to be an overhated Ninjago season, it's probably going to be rebooted. I don't know why people hate rebooted so much, but you know, it's pretty much what I've seen. First two episodes of Monkey Kid Season 3 are dubbed. Have I seen them? I have not seen them. Didn't even know that was happening. I'll probably check out Season 3 when it's all said and done, just so I can binge it all at once. And then I'll probably do a video about it too. I did videos on the first couple of seasons, so ask Google for a joke, please. Okay. Hey, Google, tell me a joke, bro.
Why can't you trust an atom? Because they make up literally everything.
Okay, that was pretty funny. That was fun. Thank you, Google, for the lovely joke. I appreciate it. Am I going to pick up the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games? I have Violet pre-ordered right now. Not sure if I'm going to buy both copies. Usually I don't when it comes to Pokemon, unless it's something like Diamond and Pearl, which I did buy both copies of, because that's my favorite generation, is Gen 4. But no, the new games look interesting. I just need to see more about them, you know? I just need to see more about them. I don't know how to feel about them just yet. We don't have enough information. Starters look cool, though, especially the little green cat boy. Really cool. Ever heard of Talking Ben? Is that like Talking Tom, that weird game that you used to play on your phone in like the early 2010s with the cat? Is it like that? I don't know. Where can you pre-order them? I pre-ordered them on Amazon. Or at least I did with Violet. So usually where I pre-order my Pokemon games, I buy them on Amazon like months in advance. Like I said, I got Violet on the way, or not on the way, but I pre-ordered Violet. Not sure if I'm going to get Scarlet. So, Quaxley is the best starter. I don't know. To me, it just kind of depends on what they evolve into. You know, that's always how it's been with starters. Like, the base form is awesome for these 3 starters, the new guys. But I just need to see what their final forms are. That will ultimately determine which starter I pick. So... Favorite Disney show. I used to watch a lot of Zack and Cody when I was younger. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and also The Sweet Life on the Boat, or whatever the sequel series was called. I liked that show. It was alright. Let's see. Did I see that new Titan class transformer for Legacy? Isn't it like some type of Metroplex form or something? I kind of like looked at it when I was half asleep. Didn't really pay too much attention to it. I don't really buy like the super big Titan class transformers. But if it's a Metroplex, I saw something like that. Not sure who it is though. Couldn't tell ya. Let's see. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. I think one more question is in order before we conclude today's lovely live stream. In the meantime, hey Google, tell me another joke.
What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.
I see. Alright, I kind of liked the first one that it told. I liked the first one. Let's see. Am I going to do a video on what Beware the Crystals means on the LEGO website? Good question. Why don't we end things off by talking about that really quick? I do think the Beware the Crystals tagline on LEGO's website does mean something. I think the crystals have some type of hidden property to them. I did a video talking about what it could mean, like initially, but I haven't gone into detail just yet. I will be doing that here within the next couple of days, so look out for that. My first thoughts on these new crystals, maybe they could possess or, you know, I guess overtake elemental powers, make them a little bit more evil, make them a little bit more sinister, like we can see with the crystals on the golden weapons in the poster. Maybe it can corrupt elemental powers. I'm thinking that's why the Venge Stone is a thing. That's where Venge Stone comes into play. Venge Stone mixed with something else gets you these crystals that can corrupt elemental power. That is my personal opinion, my personal theory right now. So, you know, I'll be doing a video on that. Like I said, within the next couple of days, I plan on putting that up there. I have a few other things that I want to talk about first, though. So thank you so much for watching today's video, or today's stream, rather, everybody. This ain't no video. This is a stream. Let's go over our streaming schedule one last time before we wrap things up today. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. And with that being said, you guys, that'll wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Sounds good to me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. I certainly had a lot of fun wrapping up the villain bracket that we were working on from yesterday's stream. Not surprised that Garmadon won, but hey, I like Garmadon. I think that's an awesome choice for the best villain. With all that being said, guys, tomorrow, reminder, we have Ninjago Trivia tomorrow, same time, same place. Ninjago Trivia, be there or be square, as the adults of the 90s would say. But yeah, I hope to see you there. You guys are always welcome. Thank you for all the lovely hugs in the chat. And thank you for being an awesome audience today. I appreciate you guys a lot. And tomorrow, we're going to be doing trivia for the last stream of the week. So thank you so much for watching this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hope to see you in tomorrow's stream, and have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.